Hey guys, welcome to another lecture. I hope you have covered the test cases, the storybook components for the sidebar, which we covered in the previous lectures. So from this lecture onwards, we'll start focusing on the particular board page. So for what I'm talking about is if you click upon any of the section over here, you can see that you have this section where you get the columns, you get the tickets, and you can start drag and drop. So we are finally on the interesting part, and this is going to be really very interesting. So just see what happens. So we have already, if you look at the code, we have already done the setup of the board page. So we have board/board ID, and inside page.tsx we are just rendering board page over here like this, nothing fancy. So the primary thing to start off with is that how should we get this particular ID, because given this is a server component and I can't really use the search params which we saw right in the client components. So if what I'm talking about is in the side nav item, you can see that I'm using use path name to fetch the particular route. So this particular custom hook is only present for the client component. So this was a client component for us, but given we are stressing more and more on the server components and I really want to make board page as a server component, how exactly can I fetch the URLs? Well, out of the box, Next.js gives you params. Okay, so you can use this params to extract this particular board ID. So if I do something like, so we are returning a div, and over here I can do something like params dot board ID. Okay, this board ID is equivalent to this particular folder name. Okay, so board ID, so I is capital. Now if I save this, if I come back to the application, you can see that I am able to get the ID, and this was all without compromising on the server component. Okay, we still have this as a server component because I haven't put any use client on top of it, and I didn't even use any custom hook, no routing hook. It just gives us the board ID out of the box. So this is really very interesting. Now given we have this part done, okay, we have the ID. Now can we create a server action to fetch the board data? Yes, exactly, we can do this. So I'll head over to my actions, board. So it is get all board. I'll create a function, export async function, fetch board. Okay, and this would give me a board ID as a string. And did we already create an API? Let us check. We have this get request. So we have board ID, we have skip, we have take, and we have a lot of stuffs. So what I think is I can grab this. Okay, let's grab this and let's convert this into a server action. Now what else we don't have? So we have board ID, we don't have a skip, so I'll add a skip. Default value would be skip 0, and a take. So we have a take 10, or let's say how much shall we take? Let's take 10 tickets in a API call. So I can get rid of this, okay, and it is saying if not skip. So you'll see that this 0 not of 0 becomes true, so this will not work. So how can we fix this? If not board ID, if not skip, if not take, then it should say fields are missing. So instead of doing this, it should throw an error. Throw error, fields are missing, and it would automatically return. To fix this skip thing, I think we can say if skip is not, if skip equals to null. Okay, I think this should be okay. Or we are already providing skip and stake as the params, so we can skip passing this, and we can only have the check on the board ID. So what are we doing now? We are fetching board, we are fetching columns, we are fetching tickets, and we just have to return this data. So it would be like this, and we can return this over here. Now this looks alright to me. I will come over here and I'll say const, and it is extracting. We are getting data, so I'll extract data from it, and I'll say await fetch board from action/board, and I am going to supply my board ID to it. Okay, and this function would become async, and that's it. So this should work. Let's save. And is it complaining about anything? Yeah, it is not complaining. Things looks sorted. And how can we check that if we are able to get the data? I can just do console.log data. Let's save this and see if we get a log. Okay, here we are with the board ID, type, title, description, start date, end date. We have the columns, we have the tickets. All right, we are all set. This looks really cool. Okay, we are still using server actions, so this is really fast. Okay, so we have the data and we have this. Now we have to render the board. Okay, so to render the board, we have various approaches. Now let us think carefully, what exactly shall we use? So we fetch the data using server actions. Now we have to render a board. So board would have the vertical columns. Okay, these are vertical columns. These can be server rendered, these can be static, but this thing drag and drop is a client side feature. So can we make this a client side component? Yes, I think that, because over here we can't use server side, we can't render this on server. This has to be a client side, because we are going to deal with states, we are going to deal with client library. I'll show you in a moment what is React Beautiful DND. So this thing, I guess this has to be a client component. Now how exactly are we going to design it? What I'm thinking is that we should have a wrapper. Okay, a big component called as board. Inside board, we firstly try to render all the columns. Okay, and then we map tickets to each column and we render the tickets as well. That's what I'm planning. So I hope that works out okay for us. So what I'll do is, right now I'll firstly take a pause on this video. Okay, in this video we just learn about params, created server actions to fetch the data. In the next lecture I'll start building on the UI eventually. So let's split this whole work into several lectures so that it doesn't feels like a burden on us. So do we have any lint errors? Yeah, I can see that we have a lint error over here. So I can say interface board props, board page props. Okay, P has to be capital. Then we have params, inside which board ID is expected to be a string. And we can make it something like this. And the error is gone. All right, so we have two files. Okay, we can get rid of console log, or let's keep it. It will help us, formulate the props and other structures. So I can create a new branch, feature slash board page actions. Okay, this is a board page actions. I add my changes, add server actions to fetch board data, commit my changes, and I'll push this. Let's come to GitHub, JIRA clone. Okay, this one is here, Next.js Yatra clone, compare pull request, create pull request, and I really hope nothing should fail. Everything should pass because we haven't done anything silly. Everything was on point. So let's just quickly fast forward. All right, we are all green. So let's squash and merge. And yeah, don't forget to change your branch. Okay, you should come back to master and sync all the changes, and it's all good. So in the next video, what we'll do is we'll start working on the UI.